Why are you so obsessed with me? Kendrick Lamar, who? The best diss track of all time. It isn't by a rapper, it's by the one and only Mariah Carey. The diss track it's a skill, right? A great diss track has to get the point across, completely obliterate the op, and yet still be a bop. So back in 2009, 2010-ish, Mariah Carey and Eminem had been in a feud for almost a decade. Basically, Eminem had been saying that they had slept together, and Mariah vehemently denied it the whole time. Eminem started referencing Mariah in his song Superman, When the Music Stops, and just generally kind of coming for her in the music industry. Mariah is definitely not someone who backs down, and she is also the queen of shade. Like, she can read a bitch like nobody's business. I suggest you watch some of that if you want to be thoroughly entertained. I particularly like her read on Nicki Minaj. So while this is all going down like in the public eye, Mariah decides to make her first single from her album that year, Obsessed. She also took inspiration from like her favorite ever movie, Mean Girls. Like, why are you so obsessed with me? Is a line from the movie, right? You can say what you want about Mariah Carey. Like, I know she's this over the top diva personality, but you can never come for her pen game. So let's dive into some of these lyrics because these are savage. And I think some of the best diss track lyrics that have ever been written. All up in the blog saying we met at the bar when I don't even know who you are. I mean, straight off the bat, she's like, I don't know her, right? Saying me up in your house, saying I'm up in your car, but you in LA and I'm out at Jermaine's. I'm up in the A, you so lame, and no one here even mentions your name. Also, one of the best things about this song is she does not mention him by name at all. In fact, if you ask Mariah Carey about Eminem, chances are she will talk about the candy. She does not acknowledge that man's existence. So the chorus goes, why are you so obsessed with me? Boy, I wanna know. Lying that you're sexing me when everybody knows. It's clear that you're upset with me. Finally found a girl that you couldn't impress. Last man on the earth still couldn't get this. I mean, it's such a simple chorus, but the way it's sang and like the amount of words in there, like she's really, it's almost actually like a rap sing kind of vibe. You're delusional, boy, you're losing your mind. It's confusing, you're confused, why you wasting your time? Got you all fired up with your Napoleon complex. We all know what that is, right? Like it's a reference to a small man, essentially, a small man who needs to act bigger than himself to feel better. Got you all fired up with your Napoleon complex. See right through you like you're bathing in Windex. Like a lot of the pop divas of that time, they were not writing, well, a lot of them weren't even writing songs at all, but a lot of them weren't singing songs with this type of lyrics, these types of vibes. Mariah has always been at the forefront of kind of infusing pop and R&B and hip hop together. And I think this song, it's very 2010s, late 2000s, 2010s. It's very of the time, but at the time, it was such a breath of fresh air. I think the second verse is probably my favorite. Get ready for some savagery. You on your job, you hating hard, ain't gonna feed you, I'ma let you starve. Oh, gasping for air and ventilation. You out of breath, hope you ain't waiting. Honestly, I love that. Like, it's such a visual, right? Like, I think the way that she writes her songs, she writes with like imagery, like the way that the lyrics unfold, it like tells a story and you can like picture what it is that she's singing about, which I think is a massive skill as a songwriter. Telling the world how much you miss me, but we never were, so why you tripping? You a mom and pop, I'm a corporation, I'm the press conference, you a conversation. I think that is one of my favorite lyrics, honestly, of all time. I'm going to say that again. You are mum and pop. I'm a corporation. I'm the press conference. You a conversation. Like that back and forth. Oh, and it's just like, again, it's that imagery, right? Of like, you're small time. I'm huge. Like, I'm the press conference and you're just a conversation, like you're easy to ignore. And then when it came to the music video, so again, I think Mariah has always been edgy and at the forefront of doing things. And I don't think she gets enough credit for that because in the music video, she does drag. She's a drag king in the video, playing like a deranged, obsessive fan. And, again, she doesn't ever reference Eminem by name, but by the look, the clothes, all of it, you'd be so dumb not to realize that this is who she is singing about, but it's always classy, right? And just the fact that, again, like she's daring, like her music videos have always been really good. That's something, again, I think people take for granted, but like doing drag as like, she's a very feminine, over the top diva to get into male drag. This is before Drag Race, like all of that. Like this was just such a moment, and I don't think the video gets enough credit. One of my absolute favorite moments in the video is when she comes out of the Plaza Hotel in New York. She sees the fan across the street trying to take a picture, and she does this like pose. The fan gets knocked down by a bus, and I think her reaction is perfect. Just like take a look at this. Like Academy Award, where is it? You can tell she's having a lot of fun with this song, with the video. I don't think, I think she takes music very seriously, but I don't think she takes herself very seriously, or like at least, she's in on the joke a lot of the time. It was like a hit at the time. It wasn't as big as some of their other songs, but it was a hit. And it also had a bit of a resurgence a few years ago on TikTok because it is just that catchy. Two quick facts as well. So the song charted higher than any of Eminem's diss tracks. After Mariah released his song, Eminem released a song called The Warning, and it was like really violent, really creepy, really vindictive, and it backfired because it did make him look obsessed, right? Like she proved her point, or sorry, he proved her point with the response. I mentioned Kendrick Lamar at the start of the video, and like I love Not Like Us. I think it's an incredible song. And I think a lot of the reason why people love him is obviously his lyricism, obviously his like talent, but then everything, he puts the sound and the visuals and everything together to tell like a story, right? Like he's creating art. And while this is a bit more on the poppier side, again, I think Mariah is like using her music, using the visuals, using cultural zeitgeist to really make her point and get her point across. And I think that is a true artist. And that is why Obsessed is one of the best diss tracks of all time. Do you agree? Are there any other diss tracks that you love? And what else is some of your favorite Mariah songs? Let me know. I'm Pop Culture Chris, giving you your daily pop culture fix. So please subscribe, like, comment to follow along.